What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated, or Strategy B with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So let's begin by looking at the daily chart. As you can see here, MicroStrategy was down almost 9% today, but after hours, it's up about 3%. So maybe we have seen the bottom, maybe we haven't. I know for sure you just cannot be certain as of right now. You can't be making bold predictions because the market is very volatile right now. It's not really trending in any particular direction, but you can see there's one leg down right here, second leg down. That's almost, I think that looks like a perfect measure move met, or maybe slightly off. So that's very close. So basically that's two legs down, and that could lead to another large leg up. So we'll see if that occurs. One leg up right here, two legs down. We could get another large leg up towards the 370s. So let's see if we can break through this downward sloping trend line, or technically channel now. You see that there's a trend line resistance in play right over here at the 300s, low 300s, and we need to see price break through that. If not, then it's still in a downtrend. So we need to see a decisive break through that downward sloping channel or trend line for this to be in a nice uptrend. As of right now, the bears have control in the short term. And yes, we are seeing a nice bounce today, possibly even a resumption tomorrow, but we need to see, enormous amount of buying to change this short-term picture. Overall, price is still staying above that 230 level, which it bottomed back here in early March. So it's already been almost a month now. We haven't seen the 230s, so which is a good sign. So I'm still expecting. It's just really hard to make a bold prediction right now. Just the market the way it is right now. It's definitely overextended and is due for a bounce, which we have seen, and that could potentially be a bottom. I think a lot of people are just going to be on the wrong side of the market. They're going to be tricked and trapped, thinking that we're starting a depression or recession, all that stuff. I mean, those are very low probability events. And typically, whenever the price is crashing down this much, I mean, it's due for a relief, and the relief is probably coming soon. If not, it has been already. So I don't expect these stocks to crash. MicroStrategy obviously red. Like, what other stock was not red? Today there was only a select handful that was not red. Most stocks were red today, even Apple. So I think Apple was red. Let me just double check. Yeah, it was red. Nvidia was slightly up though. Let's take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia was up, and it's up after market as well. But you can see how it's a similar type of drop to back over here, where price crashed down. It bounced at the same level, and it led to a nice rally higher. So we're technically right at support. So a lot of these stocks were at support. So um, that's support for Nvidia. Let's take a look at Apple. Well, Apple is nearing support. You can see there's support right about here. It's near it. So it could go a little bit lower. You could look at, let me take a look at Microsoft. And it's not really near support, but maybe there's a trend line in play. But either way, let's take a look at the SPY. So this is the SPY analysis I look at for members. And I was eyeing this red circle or the blue arrow, and we bounced right off that trend line support after two large measure legs up. So we saw one leg up right here, second leg up, and this is exactly the same size arrow. So we have one large impulse. You bring it to the bottom of the correction, you drag it up, and that's exactly where price topped out at the 609, and a big correction was due. So with that being said, maybe we are going to be forming one larger move up higher in the future. One leg up right here. If this is the bottom, this could, take price up way higher in the future. So let's see if that happens. But as of right now, this is a technical bottom. So this would be the worst time to sell because this is a technical bottom. It bounced off that trend line. This is the fourth touch. So definitely confirms it. So we have one right here, 2, 3, and now we got the fourth bounce. With an overextension at support, there's a good chance that this will continue moving up higher. Let's go back to MicroStrategy, MSTR. So with that being said, if the market looks to be bottoming out, again, the market is very crazy right now. Anything can happen. But with the technical bounce, there's a good chance that MicroStrategy is also bottom, and we could see follow through to the upside remainder of this week. Possibly we have already seen the bottom. So let's see how this develops. So that's what I see on the daily chart. I think a lot of people want very consistent returns. So a lot of people want, very slow returns, like every week, maybe see 1% gain. But the thing about this type of market is that when the market crashes, it can wipe out all those small little gains, which is different from, these type of stocks right here, where it's kind of quiet. And then all of a sudden you see that asymmetric return take place. So this is still an asymmetric return. We haven't seen it yet, but it's bound to happen. Just like for Bitcoin, it's an asymmetric return. Yes, you can have those days, weeks, maybe even years where it doesn't do much, but that's the time, to be enjoying it, unless like you have the SPY, which is, consistently going up month after month, generally over the long term. But these type of stocks and assets, they give you asymmetric returns. So that's something you should be grateful for. Unless you got millions and millions of dollars, I don't know why you would want MicroStrategy to go up as of right now. You should be loading up your, I mean, again, not financial advice, but I would think, in my opinion, you would want to load up your bag. And then, if you've done your analysis and you believe it'll go up, and then you can sit back and relax once your goal is met. Just like for Bitcoin, if you don't have one Bitcoin, then why do you want it to go up? You haven't got enough, to make a big difference in your life at least in the short term. Maybe in the long term, yes, but no one wants to wait 20, 30 years. So I'm pretty sure you don't want it to just rally without you. And we all know Bitcoin is going to continue to go up. And it's not technically going up. It's just that it's costing more fiat currency to purchase one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. So it's costing more dollars to buy one Bitcoin. And that will continue through the rest, forever, basically, right? As long as we live, and as long as the dollar exists, because the dollar continues to increase in the amount there is. They're not destroying dollars. It's not a finite supply. It's an unlimited supply. So if there's an unlimited supply chasing after a limited supply good, what do you think is going to happen to the limited supply good? It's going to go up in value, right? It's going to go up in price. And let's say the dollar doesn't exist anymore. Is Bitcoin still going to go up? Yes, it will. Why? Because it's based on the free market, which drives price lower for you. That's just how Bitcoin was designed. It's supposed to measure the free market, the deflationary state of the free market, and it gives you those rewards and returns instead of it being extracted by using the fiat currency, which is a theft-based monetary system. MicroStrategy on the weekly chart, on the log scale, again, we're still above those trend lines. So macro is very bullish. We have this trend line right here, and then you could draw a trend line right over here. We're right at that bullish trend line. So we're right at it still. So that's a good sign that's holding as of right now. And you could even draw it a little bit shallower and, it's still holding right about there. So once we break this bearish trend line, which is bound to happen, either we break out lower or higher. You can see us getting pinched between these trend lines. We bounced right over here. Let me show you guys an arrow. So price bounced right over here, and then it went up to the trend line, got rejected. But now we're bouncing from the support side of the channel right over here, and now we're getting rejected from the top side as well. So just getting pinched between these two trend lines. Eventually, it will break out one way or another. So let's see what happens. But I would say to the upside. Why? Because the bears are trying to make a measure move lower. So this is all one large leg down right over here. And let's go and clone this arrow. Second leg down. And the target is right around the 211 level on the log scale for the bears. So this was the first attempt that failed, and now we see the second attempt. So generally you'll see 2 attempts, maybe 3. But if that second attempt fails, we see a nice break above 347, a break above 406 is game over for the shorts, and we're going to make a new all-time high. There's just a very high probability of that occurring. Even if we just get back above this EMA on the weekly chart and break above this bearish trend line, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a nice strong rally develop. So again, it's just very close. We're at the last inning. We're at the finish line of where we're going to see. Are we going to see a breakdown or a breakup? And, with the market already dropped so much and MicroStrategy not flinched at all, basically. I mean, it's been at 260 forever, for the past, I think, several weeks, couple of months. I think, we have seen probably the worst, MicroStrategy. Again, it's just my prediction that, if the market is already bottoming out, I think I think Bitcoin is ready to rally as well. We haven't even seen Bitcoin yet, so let's take a look at Bitcoin's chart. So Bitcoin against the US dollar, and let's take a look at remove the drawings. Let's go to the regular scale. Let's go to the daily chart. Bitcoin holding in there. It dropped down, I think, to stop out a bunch of traders, and we're still above this triple bottom. So we're making a triple bottom right now. We have 1, 2, 3 lows right at the $78,000 level, and price is still technically above this bullish trend line right here. So you can draw it as slanted as you can, and this trend line still fits. Yes, it was more steeper, but you can still draw it slanted, shallower, and it still fits because we have one touch here, two touches. This is the most slanted you can get, and we just got the bounce from it today. So once it breaks this downward sloping trend line as well, this one right here, I'm pretty sure MicroStrategy will break its downward sloping trend line. So it's getting pinched between these trend lines. Bears may be done. We'll have to wait and see. But overall, this might be a bottom. I hate to call bottoms, but this one's looking more like a bottom than we have seen before. So let's see what happens for MicroStrategy in the coming days, weeks, months. But overall, that's all I have. I want to see it break that downward sloping trend line. If not, then expect lower prices. It's just simple as that. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.